Happy Mother's Day to Corrine Davis and Rosemary Davis. Happy Mother's Day to Charlotte Davis, Kathy Davis. All right, those are my sisters with children. All right, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be in Las Vegas. I was kidnapped February the 7th, 2011. I never got to bury my mother and say goodbye. All right, and y'all thought this was a ha-ha. That's Nick Mosby. You got to see your mother. By November, you're going to say goodbye to your kids. We talking about going to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Like I said, I made my mama a promise, but I didn't promise I wouldn't pursue what she did, pursue what I started. It's making a documentary about Baltimore and the money you make off of the war on drugs, N62528. My mother invested $10,000 into my store, into my movie, Letters Design, Then Get Shorty. That $10,000 is going to turn over. Like I said, I own all parts of me. This is an activist's house, and this is activism. I'm getting ready to teach y'all something. That's Scott Shellenberger, all right? And this is what you locked me up for, a bomb. And I didn't commit a terrorist act. That's Stephanie Rawlins Blake. That's Eric Holder. That's Peter Francott. That's Mike Check Shorty. Shorty, pull your mask up. That's the IRS. We talking about $250 million. That's President Trump, Biden. That's the criminal charges against Shellenberger. And that's President Trump. And that's President Trump. Everything President Trump he got to give over. Everything Biden got, you got to give over. That's Al Redmer and Larry Hogan. We talking about the $500 million you make off the prison industry. I'm without for justice, and it ain't gonna be just us no more. Call it potty training politicians. And I ain't the man in the red hat. I'm not Dr. Seuss. I'm Shorty. That's Governor Hogan. And we talking about hidden assets and the money y'all been making off of the prison industry. Can you answer my whistleblower's application? That's Anthony McCarthy. That's Sitnor. And that's the Internal Revenue Service. You feel me? The Internal Revenue Service. State of Maryland. You feel me? I need an audit, a federal and state audit, because that's my store on Falls Road. That's my granddaughter, Lyric. And these are the storyboards. All right? These are the storyboards. Art and activism. And this is an outhouse, because I'm getting ready to out y'all. That's Joy Lola Polo from Fox 45. Now she works for the Baltimore County Police Department. That's President Biden. That's President Biden. That's the Department of Justice, Robert Davis. That's Governor Hogan and Al Redmer. That's the IRS. These are toilets that I put all over the city, exposing the corruption and the racism. Like I said, books over bars, education instead of incarceration. And that's Rod Rosenstein, Department of Justice. One of the books in the movies I was making is I Am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, you got to do your job. You got mail. We talking about the golden butterfly. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and you making our kids the cash crop. You picking black people out the streets like you pick cotton out the field. And like I said, that's my mother, dedicated. That's me applying for Martin Luther King's job. And those are the mail receipts. Like I said, she been lying to you. That's Peter Francott. That's Mosby. And that's Tony Bazemore. He gonna testify on my behalf. That's the Department of Justice, Ryan King. And that's Sheila Dixon. Like I said, everybody involved. You see that? That's a toilet. It says art and evidence. That's Governor Hogan. I was making a movie about the prison industry. And it's right here, parole and probation. That's the Roo, Baltimore's biggest loser. Got a story called Shorty, the video vigilante. And my story is about Baltimore. It's about Deborah Ray. It's about Mary Washington. It's about Jazzy Lewis. It's about Broshin. It's about Frank Conway. It's about Corey McRae. You got that? It's about Glenn Glass. It's about Anthony Muse. It's about Kwesi Mfume and Westmore. Because like I said, I'm making a movie. Camera, lights, and action. That's the Creative Alliance. Baltimore Arts and Promotions. And that's Brooke Lierman, the star of the show. Started my movie with graphic imaging. They made the first book. Stephanie Rawlins Blake got that book. This is Facebook Pass. That's the Creative Alliance. That's Out for Justice. And that's me. I'm an activist in Baltimore. That's me. The state of Maryland gave me a citation, Governor Hogan, for weaving in Baltimore. That's me and Boom. I'm the cook in Baltimore, and I'm getting ready to cook you up. That's Bill Ferguson and Adrian Jones. And that's the Supreme Court. And that's where we headed. I want the Supreme Court in 2023. We're going to occupy the courts. We're going to take all this to the courts. I'm out $250 million. And somebody got to pay for that. And we're going to go through the courts to do that. We're going to show Shellenberger's true colors. That's the Board of Elections. We talking about voter suppression. We talking about being black and white America 2023. Do blacks have rights? Well, I'm standing on mine, and I'm still standing.